Hello, so this is Wayne from Everything Dorset, and today I'm in Shaftesbury at Dorset Tech, and I'm here with one of the directors, Chris, and he's going to tell us about his business here. So, Chris, when did the business actually start?
So it's a tricky one. So we started 2018 as Honest Tech Group, so we were a larger group offering lots of services. Then last year we decided to split the group into 4 different businesses, each sort of one part of our logo. And Dorset Tech was one of those icons. So we've been Dorset Tech now for probably about 3 months, so just on our own. And then the other parts have either been sort of sold or actually been given to our team members. So we're quite big on employee ownership here.
Oh, that's excellent. That's good to hear. So a little bit about yourself, Chris. What sort of background do you have?
Very mixed. So I started out as a car mechanic, as you do. Started as a car mechanic. Taught myself to code because I had an idea for an in-car invention, essentially, in-car technology. And from there, then got a job with Audi, then got headhunted for a web agency, so got a bit more involved in web-based technology and coding. And then when we got laid off from that agency, we created the Honest Tech Group.
Excellent. So how many people do you employ?
So it's actually gone down as part of, we sold part of the group, so there's 13 employees now, but all owners, everybody has equal shares in the business.
Excellent. So what sort of services do you offer? Do you develop apps, websites? What sort of stuff do you actually do?
Yeah, so it's mainly websites and apps, so sort of custom development stuff. We do SEO, digital marketing, lots of social media these days.
Excellent. So obviously when people or businesses get bombarded with these SEO emails from India and all around the world, and obviously a lot of them are like scam-based things, but it's actually a real serious business, isn't it, if you're trying to get noticed on the internet. So what sort of things does it entail, and what sort of costings involved for a small to medium-sized business?
That's a really good question. So the cost is up to you. So typically the more you spend per month, the quicker you will see results, but ultimately you can do it from about £99 a month. So there's some on-page stuff that we do actually editing your site, and then there's some off-page stuff where we're sending Google signals that this is a good site to go to. But yeah, it can be quite complicated, very technical. So we actually do it from a development point, so our developers write the on-page technical code, but also our designers are trained in SEO so that they can actually build that into the design of your site from day one.
Excellent. So basically, you also are very involved in rescuing websites for people in sort of cyber security. So in what instance would somebody need to get their website rescued?
Yeah, so hacking normally. So we're seeing it a lot, particularly this year, worse than ever actually. So in COVID there was a big spike, particularly on WordPress websites. That's now carried on and it's escalated a lot. So there's a hacker out there, a hacker group that have combined all these payloads into one. And so we typically clean sort of 5 sites a day. So you'll come onto your website and you'll see that you're getting some sort of like it'll redirect, or you're getting some Japanese text or something like that. So we come in and we clean that site and restore it to its previous ability. We update it, make sure it won't get hacked again, and we invested heavily in a hosting company that is specialising in this field.
Excellent. And you recently moved premises, didn't you? So where have you moved to exactly?
So we've still got the tech bar on the High Street in Gillingham, but we're now in Winkham Centre in Shaftesbury for our sort of web and app agency.
Excellent. And obviously, if anyone's ever been on your website, they'll know it's very, very distinctive design. Where did that all come about?
It was just a bit of fun. So we had a number of customers when we were doing those rescue jobs that used to sort of refer to us as like their heroes, and so we thought we'd embrace it. And so we haven't quite got to the point where we put pants on over our trousers, but no. we do like to embrace it a bit.
It's a real sort of comic book theme,
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of fun, and also I'm a firm believer. I think it was maybe Richard Branson that said it, but business should be fun. It should be enjoyable, or there's no point in doing it. And so we like to have a bit of fun with it. So there's some quirky one-liners on the site, and there's a few little hidden Easter eggs. If people click in certain places, some fun stuff happens.
Excellent. And do you cater for all size businesses for your websites? Do you know, if you've got a small, one-person business, do you cater for that, or large corporate businesses? Do you have a whole range, or?
Whole range, yeah. So we work with some household names. I think there's 6 household brands on our sort of customer books, and then we go all the way down to sort of real, almost like pre-funded startups. So everything in between. Because we don't charge a monthly fee, we just charge per minute you use. It allows us to be a bit more flexible in that. So we actually typically flip it around, and rather than telling you a price for your website, we typically ask you how much you've got to spend, and then we will come up with an itemised plan on how best to spend that to get you results. We've just launched a calculator where you can do that yourself as well, so you can keep dragging these sliders until you get to the price you want. And that will have a finance option very shortly as well, so you can sort of spread it over a course of a year or 3 years.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. I also see on the website you've got a really good booking system. If you want to make an appointment with yourself, either online or in person. So how does that exactly work?
Yeah, super. It's very new. So we're trying some new support options. You can WhatsApp us now as well. So yeah, you can go through. So if you know which team member you want, you can actually just click on them and you'll see when they're free and just book straight into their diary for whether it's face to face or whether it's a video call or a phone call. If you're not too sure, there's a few options there where you can pick what type of meeting you want, and it will recommend a person, typically me, and then you can book straight into my diary.
Excellent. Well, it's been great talking today, Chris, and I wish you lots of luck with your new business, Dorset Tech.
Thanks for your time.